was a client here, and they did so much for me to help me improve with my well-being, that I don't know, I just really felt it was a wonderful place to work.
I think like when you have a client that is like in full recovery, and then we do like a wellbeing maintenance plan with them at the end, just to kind of see what support they got, and if they needed help in the future, where they can go. So kind of being that person they can turn to, because obviously I've experienced it myself. So I think it would be great for them to be able to come to someone that can understand how they're feeling, being a point of contact.
It can be an emotionally taxing role. We can have quite a few safeguardings in one day, like around like social care referrals, children's social care referrals, like clients that are experiencing suicidal thoughts.
You know, you get into a train of thought for many years, and it's difficult to break out of that, but the tips and tools and the help that you get can really help you to think in a different way that you've never felt before, and that's what gives you the steps forward. It makes such a difference. Well, I've had clients say to me that some of the groups have helped save their life. People that couldn't leave their rooms even, you know, have been able to use all of their house and be able to come out of the room. There's been people that suffered with hoarding and been signposted by Mind, and they've told me that that's changed their lives. There's so many ways that Mind helps people. I think it's close to my heart because with suffering as well, it's just beautiful to see the difference that people make, and it is like they do. Mind does save a lot of lives. We've got lots of things on the horizon, which is really exciting. Joyful watching people have hope, you know, which I think Mind gives a lot of people.
So mental health is a really important topic in our workplace.
15 of our staff that have been trained up to be mental health first aiders with yourselves. We've also done celebrations for mental health awareness and had you guys in to do talks. I think previously we've done things like Tai Chi.
I would say it's definitely opened up people being able to speak to each other, being comfortable with each other, being able to be supportive.
I think life's a bit of a team game, and we can't all do this on our own, so we do need help. Some more than others, different times of our life, etc. We've gone down the line of having some ambassadors within the club. I've gone through basic ambassador training with Mind. I say life isn't always easy, and you do need help. And with the ambassadors, it's a case of really having somebody to contact, somebody to talk to in the first place. But I think also the ambassadors acting as like a pointer to point them to Mind and the various things you do, so they can seek help. I think and know we've had a number of people who have struggled at times in their life, of all different ages, and we've pointed them in your direction, and you've been able to help in various ways.
Mental health wellbeing, we're just seeing that it's becoming much more prevalent in the workplace as well as in the wider society, and it's basically not good enough for businesses to not be supporting their employees with their mental health. Everyone has it, everyone has good days, bad days, and we need to support that and be aware of that. So that kind of starts from the top, so our managers need to be aware of that, be aware of how to approach those situations, how to have conversations about that, and to also look after their own wellbeing as well. Carrington West have used Hampton and East Hampshire Mind for various different types of training. So we've got 7 mental health first aiders in the business, all of which have been trained through at different times through Mind.
I think that I've been able to arm my team with the knowledge on how to look after their own mental health, look after their families, their children's mental health.
Carrington West, our charity work is really important to us. We want to give back to the community, so we partner with several local charities, Hampton and East Hampshire Mind being one of them. The reason for that is that we understand the importance of mental health support in the local community. But for us, it was really important that we partnered with someone local because it's having an impact on people around us and our local communities.
We have used Hampton and East Hampshire Mind to deliver our wellbeing programme. It's a really essential service that we offer within the college.
We've had extensive training with Mind. The feedback on our training is always really positive, and I think just reminding people that it's okay to talk about mental health, workplace stress, those kind of things particularly with our staff and our managers, so that they can have open conversations is really important.
Since using the Mind Wellbeing service, we have noticed that our staff have the tools and the resources to better manage their own mental health. This supports our staff to be in the classroom supporting our students.
Mental health is a really openly discussed topic in the office. Everyone's really transparent about it.
We really talk about it quite a lot in the office. If someone's feeling down or if someone's not really themselves, we're always open and everyone, it's quite a safe space.
I've used mental health services myself. It's always been something that I've dealt with. Like I say, we talk about it in the office a lot. So it made sense to try and support those services more locally where we could.
It's different to fundraising for a national charity because, like I said, you can see where the money's going. It's helpful because you guys come into businesses as well. We can actually utilise your services on a personal level.
There's been a load of benefits for fundraising with you guys. Firstly, from a recruitment perspective as a business, I think employees would much rather work for a company that cares about something and stands for something and actually wants to give something back. So that's been really nice. It has been mentioned to us before in interviews that people have noticed that. I definitely recommend fundraising. I think personally as a company, you've got so much more reach if you've got loads of individuals in an organisation who are all raising money. So for a company not to be fundraising for a charity and not to have a charity of the year, let's say, it doesn't make sense. I feel like you can do so much, which kind of should be done.